How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. XRP is looking extremely bullish. They actually have a $3.2 trillion opportunity on the line right now that they're trying to gain some market share in, which is something that I want to go through today. Also, we talked yesterday about XRP for the first time, I think in a few weeks, and I said, hey, this is a really bullish setup from a technical analysis standpoint. And what do you know? It's up like 12% today when the rest of the market isn't really doing much of anything. So I want to go through that, go through some of the news that's come out over the last couple of days on XRP and show why it's outperforming just about everything. In the top 100, there are only 6 cryptos. They're doing better than it. And I want to go through that today. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. If you want to trade crypto, there's a link underneath the video to BTCC. You can trade there in just a few minutes. They don't KYC. You get a 10% bonus on your first time deposit. And if you use this link, you can enjoy up to 40% lower trading fees. Like I said, no KYC, so you can get set up in just a few minutes. I talked about XRP yesterday, saying this is a very bullish setup, right? We have an upsloping support. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times that we've touched a support. Of course, we did wick below it, but then we came right back up, right? So I don't really trust that, right? So we continue to hit higher lows. And I said, we're starting to turn up. It looks like we're moving up and like things are getting better for XRP and that we could see a big move. And what do you know? It's up 12% today when there are only a handful of cryptos that are up that much, right? We have Lido DAO, Jito, SPX, 6900, whoever that is, Jupiter, Dogma and Official Trump that are up more. But yeah, XRP looking really bullish. And by the way, there's a link to the Patreon underneath the video. Joe helps me run that, and he's been buying crypto. He's been buying XRP for a long time. So if you have XRP questions, like check out the Patreon underneath the video. There's only a limited number of spots, but you can ask Joe questions about XRP. You can ask me questions. Low warning though, there are a lot of scams going on right now, and I feel like XRP is great at bringing in new retail investors. Like when people start buying crypto, a lot of them look at XRP because it's easy to understand. They're working with banks. They're going to replace the old banking system, right? In a lot of people's minds. So yeah, these scams continue to come for XRP, and it's one of the largest cryptos out there too. So there are so many scams out there. Be careful. I actually saw someone in a trading group that I was in that said that they got scammed by someone that said like that they had to send them an extra 25% to get all their crypto back, and they lost their life savings. So be careful out there. Be careful. A little warning for you. Boom. The SEC government has acknowledged the XRP 19B for filings. What's this mean? Well, it basically means that the SEC has reviewed and accepted changes and updates made by an ETF through the filing. It's kind of a recognition that shows that they are implementing the changes and that they're also like that they are keeping up with regulations. So this is bullish. This means we're a step closer to XRP ETFs. And while I don't think this will be quite as popular as Bitcoin ETFs, I'm sure there are a lot of people that do want to buy XRP within like retirement accounts a little bit easier, sell options, be able to withdraw or get maybe loans against their XRP, that kind of thing. They don't want to sell XRP, or maybe that, like I said, they want to hedge, right? There are some institutions that just won't buy a crypto unless they can hedge it or an asset in general. So if it goes up a lot, they don't have to sell it. They can sell calls, or maybe they can buy puts to protect their downside, that kind of thing. So there are a lot of reasons why people might want XRP ETFs, and they are getting closer. We also know Jerome Powell said earlier this week that banks can serve crypto to customers. Basically, they're happy with that. They're fine with that. Let me actually play what he said exactly.
Look at with crypto really is to look at the banks, and we think it's banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers as long as they understand and can manage the risks, and it's safe and sound. As a good number of our banks that we regulate and supervise do that. The threshold has been a little higher for banks engaging in our.
Okay, so banks are coming. He basically said a lot of the banks that we work with are going to work with crypto or are already working with crypto. We also know Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, said stablecoins are going to help USD dominance, that we're going to see more of the stablecoin regulation in the future. This is one of the first things that they're working on along with the Bitcoin reserve. which makes sense. I mean, those are really the two things I think are most powerful for the U.S. to engage in. Buy a very hard asset like Bitcoin that can't be printed more of, and then also assert your dominance with the U.S. dollar through stablecoins. I mean, think about this, right? I know our LUSD only shows up as like a $50 million market cap. I think they're just either testing this or this isn't really documented well, because you can see like just slight fluctuations in market cap. It's not staying at this market cap. It's not staying at 53 million since they started, unless it's just a trial program. I think this will be multi-billions in the next few years. And this is a huge market. Like if you just think about all the people that spend money on credit cards, all the credit card fees, right? Whether it's MasterCard or Visa making the money, or the partner banks. The partner banks make more than MasterCard and Visa from those fees. But think about all the online transactions and how many people are transacting online more and more as opposed to cash, or they're going in person using credit cards, tap to pay, this kind of thing. Americans alone paid $164 billion in credit card fees and interest. You can see, where is it? They charged $3.2 trillion to their credit cards in 2022. So just in America, $3.2 trillion on credit cards. Okay, well, let's say that there's a 3% fee on this. That would be around a we'll call it $100 billion market. Okay, I did the calculations a little bit wrong earlier because I said 164, but that includes interest. So we'll call it 100 billion in fees a year. It's gone up though over the last couple of years. 100 billion in fees, that 3% fee that you have to pay. Sometimes it's even more than that. Let's slap a 20 price to earnings ratio on that. If this was a company earning $100 billion a year, we'll say that it's growing by whatever, 5-10%, probably has a 20 PE on it. This is a $2 trillion industry, just replacing the credit cards, right? Visa, MasterCard, some of these partner banks, $2 trillion. Stablecoins can delete these fees basically, right? Stablecoins we'll basically call them zero fee, because you can get them down to zero fees, or 0.00001 cent, right? So you can basically take back that $100 billion a year. How powerful is that? Because you can use stablecoins online to pay for something. You can use it in person to pay for something. There may or may not be a middleman. It's not the same thing as Bitcoin, right? They're more centralized a little bit, but they're automated, and you don't have to pay those fees. How huge is that? So we have XRP trying to dive into this multi-trillion-dollar industry. And keep in mind, this is just the US. And this is growing. As the economies grow, as dollars continue to inflate or deflate, depending on how you look at it, as the number go up, as inflation continues, and as more and more people go online, or older people honestly pass away, people that use cash, and then they go, or checks, and then they pass their wealth down to their kids. Like their kids are using credit cards or crypto. This industry is going to get bigger and bigger, and I think that's one of the reasons why stablecoins are going to blow up in the future. And what do you know, XRP is going to have one of the largest stablecoins out there. I made a video yesterday saying BlackRock is coming. BlackRock is coming for the stablecoin industry. They're coming for this market. And I said too, like the setup on XRP looks really bullish. And what do you know, we're up a significant amount today. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Let me know if you think there's something I'm missing. Another reason why XRP could be jumping here today. Again, you can check out BTCC underneath the video. You can also check out WEEX. WEEX has some pretty awesome bonuses right now, including depositing $200 to get $100. You can start that underneath the video. Depending on how much you KYC or futures trade or something, you can make a few $100s. And there's also like the normal $30,000 bonus and 0% maker fee, which is awesome for the month. So check this out. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one.